Hi, and thank you for listening to the Patricia Show. And this is Patricia. Please press subscribe, share, and like. Now, this show is not just about money, it's about creating the life that you deserve. Having the things in your life that you've been struggling to have, and now you can have them. You could have been had them, but you just didn't know that you could have had them. So I'm here to show you different techniques and then, give you some lecturing in my, in some of the courses. I won't give you techniques in every show, but I will give you, lectures in some shows, and then some shows will do techniques. Today, I want to start the lectures on relationships because I have a technique. If you are a woman or a man and you're trying to find that special person and you haven't found it, I have a technique that you can definitely find it. It'll definitely draw the person to you. But I want to explain to you how to do that because a lot of people don't understand that you're going to draw, when you want a man or a woman in your life and you pray for God for a man and a woman, you're going to get what you are. If you pray for God to give you a loving man who's kind and considerate, and you're a woman who nags and bitches all the time, that's what you're going to get, a man just like that. You are not going to get a loving and kind man because you yourself is not loving and kind. And people don't understand that. So I'm going to show you that when you do this technique that it'll be changing you as well. Whatever you're asking the universe for is going to change you into that. So if you're asking the universe for a loving and kind and considerate man, then you will get those qualities. When those qualities have developed in you, then the universe will send you the type of man that you're asking for. So I hope you understand that, because that's why a lot of women, I have to talk, this is for women and men, but I'm gearing it a little bit more to women because I know that they do that. Women will pray and pray and pray for a man. And I don't think men may not do it like that. But anyway, they'll pray for a man, and then when they don't get it, they think their prayers are not answered. My mother has said one time, this is what made me really try to understand this and have God to really teach me this, because my mother used to say to me that every time she prayed for a man, first let me back up. She used to date this guy who, had a drinking problem. So my mother said that every time she would pray for a man, she may have not seen that guy for 5 years. And then all of a sudden, when she would pray for a man, that guy would show up. And she didn't understand why he would show up. At the time, I didn't understand either. But then later, after I grew in my spiritual growth, I understood, because whatever it was my mother was working on dealing with her self-esteem, he was working on the same thing. And you draw to you what you are. Not what you think you are, what you are. So if you're a person who's drinking, you have low self-esteem. That's a fact. I mean, a lot of drinking. I don't mean just a little, taking a drink here and there. A lot of drinking. Because you're trying to bury some type of emotion deep inside that you don't want to deal with. That's number one. And number two, you have a self-esteem issue. And so my mother had a self-esteem issue, even though she would say from sun up to sundown she didn't. But she did, because those were the type of men she attracted to her. You need to look at the type of men and women that you're attracting to you. Don't say that woman is a low-down, dirty B, because if she did something that was that low-down, you need to look at yourself and see, are you capable of doing the same thing? Because when it comes to relationships, God puts a mirror up. It's almost like a mirror. That's the way I can explain this. Is that you get what you are. So what you see in that person is what's really in you. Now, a lot of people will argue me down. Oh, no, I know that ain't it. My sister at one point, one of my sisters, used to always have people coming over her house stealing from her. So when I told her this, she was like, no, I don't do that. I don't steal. Why would I have somebody stealing from me? No, no, no. And then as time went on, I think she went to the store and took something from the store. So come to find out, she had the same character. She was taking stuff too that didn't belong to her. She had even came over my mom's and took something so she could wear it, a fur coat. Somebody she was just gonna wear it and borrow and bring it back without asking. So no matter how you want to doctor it up that I didn't take it, I didn't steal it. You stole it if you didn't ask for permission. And so when she came to me and was telling me this, she says, I really had to look at myself when you said that because, I didn't think I was stealing, but I guess I was. So the bottom line is you attract to you what you are. Doesn't matter what you think you are. Because, we always think, like, I'll see people and they'll say, I know they don't love themselves. And they'll argue that I love myself. Oh, I love myself. But I could show you quickly in your life things that you're doing that's proving you don't love yourself. So that's why I say not what you think, because you think you love yourself and you think you have it all together, but you don't. And even men, men think, hey, I got it together. I got 5 or 6 women, I got it together. You ain't got it together. Because if you had it together, you wouldn't need to have 5 or 6 women. You have the 5 or 6 women because you're insecure. That's why you do that. That's why men cheat. Don't have anything to do with the other woman. It's because they can and because they are very insecure. And women, you allow that to happen. I'll get to that later. So anyway, this is very important that in a relationship for you to understand you attract to you what you are. I had met this lady one time and they had asked me to please console her because she told me that she had prayed for a man and she believed that the man she got was the one God sent her. The man was addicted on crack and very bad, and he was stealing and just a lot of stuff. So I said to her, why do you think God would give you somebody on crack? And she said, because when I prayed it, he showed up. So she wanted to know if she should move to California with the guy. And I said to her, if you move to California, you're going to have, not California. Oh, yeah, because they were living in Louisiana. And I said, if you move to California, your life is going to be, really worse than what it is in Louisiana. So this belief that she had that, God sent her this man, she says she's going to trust God because he sent this man to her. Anyway, long story short, she went to California. He ended up with some other woman besides her. Her and the woman ended up fighting outside. The lady ended up going to jail. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. And she was still, want to hang on to this man. He really put her through a lot, and I do mean a lot, until she finally came to the conclusion that she doesn't know why this man came in her life at the time she prayed for him to come. She really thought God had sent it in her life. Ladies, God ain't sent nobody in your life for you to be with that's on crack and that's going to pull you down. God ain't sent no man to you that's beating your ass every single day. Believe that. If that man came to you, then it came to you as what I'm telling you, a mirror. For you to see before you get the man that you're asking for, you need to change yourself. Because even though the man was on crack, he still was an image of this lady. She might not have had, because if you're on crack, you definitely got low self-esteem. Now, her self-esteem may not have been to the point where she would get on crack, but it was extremely low. So that mirror came to her to show her what you're praying for, I cannot give you and tell you because these are the things that's blocking you from getting what you want. So God is showing her that mirror of this man that's on crack. But she took it as, oh, no, this is the man God sent me. And I've even had women tell me that it was getting their ass kicked every day, that, oh, God sent me this. I prayed and God sent me this. God ain't put you in a relationship to get beat up. If you're in a relationship already and some man is whipping your behind, women or men, whoever you with, you need to reevaluate that, because that's you. That's you afraid of being alone. And so you rather stay in a dysfunctional relationship than to be alone. And that's a lot of women's issues. I'm going to say, and men too, but mostly women. Because you stay in these relationships and you take abuse, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional abuse, because you're afraid to be alone. And when I say alone, I mean without a man. You rather take this abuse than stand up for yourself and put his ass out. You rather take the abuse and then use the excuse, well, God sent him to me. So you need to let's look at first, why is this man in your life? What reason did he come in your life? Why did you allow him in your life? And then that's going to show you what you're mirroring from this guy. Because, like, for me, if a crack came in my life to try to talk to me, child, you ain't gonna even get in the dough. First of all, you're not gonna even get your pinky toe in the dough. So why would you allow this man to get his whole body in the door? That's the question. What is it about this man that you knew that was on crack and you allowed him into your house? Okay? Because you the one allowed him in. So why is that? You attracted him with some level. Why would you be attracted to somebody on crack? See, these are questions you have to ask yourself. Where is your self-esteem? In the garbage can, if you attracted to somebody in crack, I'm just going to tell you like it is. Your self-esteem is that low. It's in the garbage. And you need to pick it up and work on your self-esteem to be able to have a good self-esteem, which means to love yourself. When you love yourself, it's certain things that you just do not tolerate. It's certain things you do not accept. When you love yourself, truly, truly love yourself, okay? So I wanted you to really understand how this works when we start doing these techniques that's attracting your ideal mate to you. You're going to get, the techniques that I'm giving you, what'll happen is God will help you clean up your self-esteem, raise your self-esteem, and then the man will come into your life. Okay? All right. Thank you for listening to the Patricia Show. This is Patricia. Have a great day.